Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video. After the long dragged out empty box saga, we are finally unboxing my Louis Vuitton Murakami 2025 re-edition Cherry Cosmetic Pouch. If you are not caught up on the story, make sure you check out my original unboxing in part 3 of my Cherry unboxing videos. You will see that I opened a package that was tampered with, and unfortunately my cosmetic pouch was missing. I did a full recap video of how that refund process played out, and in that video I shared that I was able to secure a replacement item on, I believe it was June 6th, from a client advisor that I found on Instagram, and I will link her information down below. I believe it's 𝐿𝑒𝓉'𝓈, and I'm so thankful that I was able to secure a replacement because I was super worried that the item was sold out and I wasn't going to be able to get another one. In today's video, we are going to unbox the cosmetic pouch and I will be packing it with my stuff for the very first time. So we will see what fits, and I will also demonstrate putting it into a couple different size bags so you can see how that works. All right, let's get into it. So I've got the sticky notes covering my address information. I'm no longer going to be removing the shipping labels for unboxing videos. You will see that this label was placed over the flap and the perforated part here so that any evidence of tampering would be much more visible. So I am happy about that change. Let's open this up. Ooh, I got another shopping bag. Yay! That is awesome. And then here is the box. It feels like there's something inside, thank goodness. All right, let's check it out. It's here, I feel it, I finally got it. It is, of course, the beautiful Cherry Cosmetic Pouch. She looks perfect. Okay, I had no idea how big the cherries were going to be, and I was super curious if they would be the same size as the Nano Alma, and I will grab my Nano Alma because I'm very curious. They look like they might be the same size. So the canvas actually looks really nice. I saw a couple of these that sort of had that like wavering in the canvas, kind of like we saw on some of the panda pieces from part 1. So I'm happy to see how nice the shape of the canvas is, and usually you can flatten out the canvas just with use over time or stuffing it, etc. The cherries look perfect. There is a zoomed in look at the shiny big cherries. You've got the 2 leather vachetta tabs on the side there and a single zip. And then let's check out the beautiful red interior. Oh, I love it. So one of the best features about the cosmetic pouch is that the interior is lined with a wipeable material. So if you are going to put cosmetics in there, you don't have to worry about it as much. It is nice and bright red. And then you've got that Murakami 20th anniversary label on the inside. And this piece was made in France. 20th anniversary celebration. It also has the textile tag. I'll be right back. I gotta let my dog out of the room. Okay, so this hang tag has the RFID ID sticker. The style number on the bag is M13766. This bag retailed for $1,000 compared to the Cherry Blossom Cosmetic Pouch, which retailed for $1,090, which I can grab that one as well. So here is the beautiful Cherry Blossom one. This one is made of epi leather, so that is the difference between the two. Okay, let me show you the cherry size compared to the Nano Alma. Okay, so the cherries on the Nano Alma are much bigger in my opinion. I don't know if it's gonna show on camera how much bigger they are, but they are bigger. Here's my beautiful Nano Alma. Oh my God, I'm so happy that this is like in absolute perfect condition. Honestly, I can't handle any more disappointment. This is perfect. I do think I'm going to treat the 2 little leather tabs here. I haven't decided how, but I think I'm going to, just to prolong the longevity of those and avoid water stains and stuff, because I really plan to use and abuse this. Whereas I think I'm going to be more delicate with the Cherry Blossom one. Okay, let's do a pack. Okay, I'm going to put my tags. I am a psycho about how I store all of my stuff. So I'm gonna put my tags in this preservation thing until I put them in my binder system, which I'll show you guys one day how crazy I am. All right. Also, this bag has a spot on it, just like one of my other bags. So disappointing that a luxury company can seem to do a lot of strange, non-luxurious things. Also, guys, check out these sweet cherry press-on nails that I got on Etsy. I have been like into these like custom Etsy press-on nails lately because I do not have the patience to sit in the nail salon. So I've been gluing these on and these are so cute. I asked my husband if they look like apples, cherries, or hearts. Could go either way, but I love these. Okay, what am I going to put in here? This is just like a standard travel cosmetic pouch that came with like a jewelry kit I had that I've been like shoving in and out of my Multicolor Speedy. But let's see what I have in here and what I'm going to use in here. Don't worry, I'll show you guys everything. Just let me empty it. Okay, I might also try to treat the label on the inside too to make sure that that, you know, just lasts over time. But I've got a lot of things that I normally carry laid out here, and I'm not going to fit everything in here. So I'm going to try to stick mainly to cosmetics in this bag because it's a cosmetic pouch. So let's decide what I'm going to fit. So this is my favorite hand cream. It's the Aesop, if that's how you say it, Resurrection one. I love the smell of this, but this is too big. I think I won't have room for other things. So I'm not going to include this. I'm just going to go with the Old Faithful Chanel hand cream. And then this Chanel compact is sort of like a powder that I use to powder my forehead every once in a while when my skincare is skincaring a little too shiny. This also has a mirror, so I'm going to put those two in there first because they're kind of bulky. So I've lined them along the side there. And then I love lip options. These two are both pink, so I probably don't need 2 pinks. I'll probably go with like a pink and then a redder one. But for the purpose of this example, I'm going to include it. This is my absolute favorite Chanel lip gloss. It's number 728. It's like a sheer pink, but you can see how much I use it. And then this one, I love Pat McGrath lip glosses. Oh my God. You guys, I am so excited for Louis Vuitton Cosmetics. I think Pat McGrath does such amazing product, and I'm so excited to see what they do together. But this is Prima Donna. I love this gloss, and this is literally the only lip liner I wear, which is the Lip Cheat and Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm gonna throw those in there down the side. So the lip products are down the side there. And then I am carrying currently 3 fragrances. I've got the Baccarat Rouge Travel one, which this one's pretty heavy. And then I did like a self-filled travel one of, I believe this is Bianco Latte. I'll put the name up on the screen, but this is like my current gourmand favorite. It's very gourmand, edible. Like every time I put this on, my son asks if someone baked cookies. One time he said I smelled like ice cream and tried to eat my arm. This one is also very popular on TikTok. So I just made like a little travel one because this is mainly what I'm wearing right now. So I'm going to throw that in there. And then this one is this like Lust Pheromone Unisex Perfume Oil. I bought this based on a TikTok, like they sold me on TikTok. I don't think it was in TikTok Shop. This was from like 2 years ago before TikTok Shop even existed. But I really like this. It's a roll-on and it's vanilla. Oh, I can't even describe this scent honestly, but I get a lot of compliments on it. So I'm going to put that roll-on stick in there because sometimes it's nice to have a roll-on instead of a spray. And then I've got a loose hair tie because you never know when you're going to need one of those. And then my absolute favorite is just plain old cherry chapstick. So I have to have one of these on me at all times. If I can't find standard chapstick, I'm in like a panic. Like I hate a parched lip. So I'm throwing that in there. And then I think I will also put the hand sanitizer in there. I do have the Touchland one. This one's a little big for here. So I think this one's a much better one. This is just Bath & Body Works. It's the 1,000 Wishes scent, which I had a candle in this scent and I absolutely loved it. So I bought this little thing and I like that it has a cap, kind of like keeps it safe in there. So I'm gonna throw, so there's the perfumes and the chapstick in there. And then I'm gonna throw the hand sanitizer in there. And then that, I think, is all that I'm gonna put in there. All right, so there you go. It's holding its shape good. Nothing is like pulling in a weird way. I think this is a good mix of cosmetic products. I have like a drawer of, it's like handbag, it's like what's in my bag stuff, like anything you could possibly need to put in your bag in case of emergency. And I have extra little things in there that I'll grab if I'm like, oh, I need that for this XYZ. So things like these stain sheets. This is from that Miss Mouths brand. I showed you guys the stain spray that I absolutely love. I love these more than the Tide to Go sticks. So I have these, and then I have lens wipes, obviously feminine products. I think I'm gonna put these in a toiletry pouch instead. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking right now. But I guess it will depend on how big of a bag I'm carrying, if I can fit a cosmetic pouch and a toiletry pouch or not. But there is an example of what fits in the Cosmetic Pouch PM. I'm so glad I got this. It's so freaking cute. Let me grab my 2 Speedies and show you how this fits in those. All right, here is my beautiful black Multicolor Speedy 30. It's a mess. I think I'm gonna do, well, okay, I owe you guys a review on this Speedy, which I'm going to do, tell you how I've been breaking this in and how it's going. I'll probably do a what's in my bag and how I styled it, but this has been my daily wear since I got it. I have not switched to any other bags yet. Let's see how this fits in here. Okay, no problem. I am like, even though I want to use and abuse this, I'm hyper worried about scraping this against the zipper, like in and out multiple times. I just like think about little details like that. But in the size 30 Speedy, this fits in here, no issue. You're probably not gonna be able to see in there, but there's plenty of, oh here, hold on, let me turn on my handbag light. You can kind of see better all the shit I have in there. Okay. Fabulous. I love that. All right, let's see how it fits in the Cherry Blossom 25. I love this baby. She's so pretty. She is so pretty. She's so cute. Okay, take this out. Here we go. It's a little tighter. I'm being a little more careful, but no problem. Plenty of room. So, oh, guys, I love them. Love them both. All right, should I go get the side trunk and see if this fits in a side trunk, which I'm not sure. Let me go get it. I will be right back. Okay, I feel like I'm anticipating, let's see. Oh, let me do my opening it inside. I love this bag. All right, what do we think? This would definitely be, I think, unnecessary. It definitely fits, but I think that would be unnecessary. You would just carry your things in there, but I just want to show you. It technically fits inside. Yeah, all right. If you pull the flaps up this way, it's easier to get in and out. I'm just being sensitive of the cherries because I like to baby my things. All right, there you have it. I'm so happy that I was able to replace this item. I would have been so sad. I love that this is the basic brown monogram with just a little bit of flair, and I don't feel as delicate about it as I do about the Cherry Blossom one. I'm still gonna use the Cherry Blossom one, but I don't know. This is the one that I just wanted to use first. So this is going into my everyday bag. Yay! And then stay tuned, guys. I promise you the review video is coming for this bag. I just want to make sure that it is like the absolute best, most perfect video with every single detail covered in it, which is why it is taking me so long to get organized and film that for you. But I promise the review and wear and tear is coming for this bag. You can see I'm like such a freak. I kept the plastic on the feet until it just starts getting out of control. So I've ripped a couple off, but honestly, I don't care. I don't care if someone sees this and like thinks that it's weird. I'm trying to protect it for as long as possible until I just give up. But that is why you see crazy plastic there. I'm one of those crazy people. This one though, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, she's so luxe. I feel like she deserves to have the plastic taken off right away. All right guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions about the cosmetic pouch in the comments. My next video is actually going to be a comparison of the vintage Cherry Speedy with the new Cherry Speedy and what I've decided in terms of if I need to keep both. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.